Hello and welcome back to another Halloween 2024 reaction. Today I'll be reacting to Jaws, the 1975 movie. I've never seen Jaws. I know plenty about it because I'm alive and I'm someone who takes in pop culture, so it's kind of hard not to know something about Jaws at my age. I knew you were in here. Oh my gosh, there's an Asta. Hold on. There's. I know the theme. I know the classic, we're gonna need a bigger boat. I know about the first girl dying and being kind of like pulled on by her hair. Hopefully this reaction goes a little bit better than what just happened. With my last reaction, I reacted to 1986's Trick or Treat. I was immediately copyright struck. Not copyright struck, copyright claimed. And I disputed it. They said no. So I appealed it. They said no, you have 7 days to take your video down. Even though I think I made a pretty good appeal. And I'm still kind of pissed. So I just took away my appeal instead of deleting the video. It's visible in like UK and Germany and Sweden. It's blocked in US, Canada, Japan, and other like in some US territories, like the Virgin Islands, which sucks because it's US and US comprises most of my audience, and Canada is like the second biggest. Apparently, Canal Video is just really protective about in 1986's Trick or Treat. A movie that barely anybody talks about, but I can't sit and do a reaction to it, even though it's completely fair use. But anyway, I've seen plenty of Jaws reactions up. Hopefully, nobody comes after me from whatever company. What company did do Jaws? Whatever studio did Jaws, and Spielberg doesn't come after me. I hope not. He's my favorite director. Just part of why I want to watch this. I might as well see like his first blockbuster, so. Alright, let's get into it. You're already going for the theme. It's a great underwater shot. I'm making out and people smoking cigarettes and blowing it in each other's faces right by each other.
I'm not drunk!
I'm not drunk? That's what I sound like when I'm not drunk.
Go on in the water! Take it easy. Take it easy.
Don't go in the water. Ooh. There we go. Actually, come to think of it, if he'd gone in, maybe he could have helped her, but no, he's drunk. He wouldn't have. Oh, poor Chrissy.
I bought the house in the fall. This is summer.
That's kind of how the seasons work. Oh, doggy, don't go in the water.
Dog.
Come on.
Oh God, did he find?
What do you got there? Listen, we had a shark attack at South Beach this morning, man.
This town kind of did remind me of the Music Man, and now we're having a parade.
When do I get to become an islander?
Ellen, never. Never. You're not born here, you're not an island. Maybe. That's it.
There's some kind of purity to it, that you're an islander, you're not, like they were asking him earlier if he was an islander, the older guy, older kid.
Can't get down to the office, and that garbage truck next to the office has got to be moved.
So what I need is a red zone. It's a simple thing.
That got me nervous too, God. Oh my god! Oh, we're going there. We're killing a kid. Get out of there! No, everybody running to get their kids, which is understandable, but... everyone get out, please. Is everyone out? We don't have any old ladies floating.
I don't think that's funny at all. I'm sorry.
So how do you even know it's the same shark?
It's private business. No volunteers. I don't want no mates. There's too many captains on this island. $10,000 for me by myself.
But will they take it under advisement?
Oh, God. You scared me.
He scared you?
Enough. You're not gonna...
People also didn't know much about sharks when the initial book was written, or when this movie came out, from what I understand. Like, this movie kind of caused some shark hatred when people didn't realize that that's, like, vengeful or spiteful motivations. It's not a shark, it's just chomping around to get some food, and it's not, like, actively chasing down things. It just kind of goes around and, like, feels.
He's taking it. He's taking it. He's taking it. Hey, hey, go, 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 go.
Where did you guys go? No, it would just be eating the roast. Come on.
Can't get up. Come on, help me. Come on, help me. Take your feet out of the water.
And he's like, oh dang, you're a couple inches out of the water. I can't get you back. As always, people don't
Then
listen.
can you tell me if there's a good restaurant or hotel on the island?
You walk straight ahead.
They're all gonna die.
Fight in 4 ways is what? What you slamming?
So many different ways to get yourself.
And portions of the rib cage are intact. Do not smoke in here. Thank you very much.
It was a shark.
A what?
We can start breathing again. Then getting plenty of pictures for the papers.
You bet he is.
What is this bite radius crap?
That is a big mouth. Look at
All I'm gonna stuff your freaking head in there, man, and find out if it's a man.
Oh god, people just don't want to listen. The slightest you could be wrong or this didn't solve the situation, they take so personally, whether it's retail or shark catching.
Chief Brody?
Yes?
I just found out that a girl got killed here last week. And you knew it. I wanted you to know that.
I mean, it's not his fault, but he's gonna have to start being very proactive, because the mayor sure isn't.
Probably not the shark that killed the little boy. Which I wanted to prove today by cutting the shark open. But you know, you want to let that breathe for nothing.
I mean, I do think the mayor still... I do have to agree with the point that maybe it's not the place to cut open the shark and let a little boy's remains fall out in front of everyone, but still do need to cut it open and check in different time.
Don't touch any of the equipment. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
How likely would it be that he would actually be attacked in this second in this very short span of space and time, but, you know. A shark shows up at the most inconvenient or convenient times. hear the theme music playing.
Beaches. Brody? Sick vandalism. That is a deliberate mutilation of a public service message.
A public service message. It's an advertisement.
Caught and hung up by their Buster Brown.
I just put some suntan lotion on, and I'm trying to absorb some of this
Nobody's
sun.
going in. Please, get there.
People are enjoying the beach. We're happily enjoying the beach.
Bye.
Get going, go, go, go. Trampling people.
He made me do it. He told me to do it.
Please, move back. Let's move back. Please, give these people some air. Please, move back. Move back.
I got trampled because of that.
There are 2 kids with us.
Hey, you guys. You guys okay over there?
Oh God. Oh. Get your ass going, kid.
He's dead.
No, he's not. He's in shock.
My kids were on that beach too.
So you're gonna want to keep them away from shark-infested waters, then.
Just tie me a sheep shank.
I haven't had to pass basic seamanship in a long time.
SMG.
What are you, some kind of half-ass astronaut?
Oh my gosh, the tension.
For to sail back to Boston, and so never more shall we see you again.
Well, he's proving he isn't just city hands. He can get his hands dirty, but he'll be scientific about it.
She kept her virginity. Not a bad record for this vicinity. All right, Commissioner.
Alright, that is some very salty sailor talk.
Hey! I got it!
Yes!
What? Get behind me. Oh, he ain't fooling me. What's he making on now?
The boat itself, maybe?
He's gone under. He's gone under the boat. I think he's gone under the...
I knew it. He must be under the boat.
What's the point?
They teach you stuff like that in college, too.
Chum some of this shit.
There we go. And you want to say something about it?
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Beyond the edge of the barrels. Go to the end of the barrels. Further out. What? Further out. Why? Go further out. What for?
Oh,
Will you go to the end of the pulpit, please? What? Will you please go to the end of the pulpit?
Very triumphant music that's playing right now.
It's all right, Mrs. Brody, he's fishing. Thresher?
It's a shark. You want a drink?
There's so much tension between the two.
Okay, so... Tahupa, that's the USS Indianapolis.
You were on the Indianapolis?
What happened? Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes.
I'm tired and I wanna go to bed.
It comes down and starts to pick us up. You know, that was the time I was most frightened, waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a little drink about an hour ago.
All this camaraderie is nice, so just wondering if it's about to get ruined in some way. Like a shark attack. Oh my god.
Sorry, exit.
He's very good at staying calm. It's all the same exact one. Is the interesting thing. Oh, it's daytime? Day for night. A flare or a shooting star just went past.
What do you say, Chief? The barrel is up. Come here a minute.
No, oh. Move out of the way. Dun. Nope. What are we doing?
Excuse me.
Some triumphant music.
That's right, it'll lock itself off. Give him room, Brody. Clear him.
Oh.
Clear the line.
Oh.
The line. Yeah, he's working his way right up to us. Quinn! Come on, Quinn! Come on, hurry!
I think it's kind of cute, to be honest. It's terrifying. It's kind of ugly, but also very cute in a way.
Exactly! I think the instruments here is...
We're all just trying to survive here, Quinn.
Hold on.
This is all very nerve-wracking. I don't think you're gonna be able to sail back to Boston. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Oh, boy. No. I was gonna go out and try to get it. Oh, fuck. Alright, now's the time to lift him up. Oh my god.
Bring him up now!
He's not in there. He's hiding. Oh, fuck, they're gonna see the empty cage and be like, he dead. Oh, God. Hang on tight, guys. Don't let go! Oh, fuck! No! Oh. Oh, God. Walk up and punch it in the fucking nose! Oh. Yep, there you do. Oh. Yeah, get to the highest point you can. I feel like by now the shark would just be bored being like, none of this is tasty. Well, Quint was probably... Poor Quint was probably tasty, but... I do wonder how they were able to pull all of the effects off with these underwater shots. Like, I mean, I have an idea, but just kind of like what materials. Pretty fantastic looking. Okay, he's coming back. There we go. Hello. The coast is clear.
Keep kicking.
You gonna swim all the way back to Boston like that? Swim back to Amity. Dang, okay. Dun 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 dun. And now you're camera shy. Oh. Well, those were some scary jaws right there. Oh. Well, that movie, I understand completely why it's had the impact culturally that it did, and basically kind of creating like the summer blockbuster. It's very exciting. There's lots of different things you can attach to, whether it be the suspense of the shark or the effects, the direction, the characters. Like, it's like a fun, dumb movie, and it is dumb because of I'm not going to quibble about this, but like the inaccuracies of how sharks actually behave and how you should actually handle sharks being a problem at a beach, which is not murdering the shark, but that wouldn't even play into that movie's logic about it seems vengeful and is, I guess, playing it up to be more sinister than they really are, so therefore you would have to take it out and blah blah blah. But it's dumb in that sense, but it's the kind of movie that separates itself from all the imitators and other like shark action movie type things, because there's just so much that like feels like there's more depth and effort to it. Like the music, it's a very traditional John Williams score in a lot of ways, but there's parts that kind of give you brevity. The characters, the way they're written, they actually take the time to let you kind of know their different personalities, and they feel real and well performed. And it's like Quint is a salty sea captain type of character who he knows what he's doing, but also in some ways has a lot of hubris. But the movie actually took the time to have a really long scene of just him talking about when he was on the Indianapolis and what happened during World War II, and all those sharks attacking him. And it's like a moment that actually, like, it's not rushed, it doesn't come out of nowhere, it's understandable, it's well acted, and it just like it's there for a while. It's not just some rushed exposition about the character. There's like actually some depth to it. So this was definitely easy for crowds to just go spend some popcorn money on, but also really, once the imitators started coming, you can see why they didn't measure up. Or even the sequels, from my understanding of what the sequels are, which does not sound anywhere as good. And Spielberg is my favorite filmmaker, So I definitely need to see the thing that really put him on the map. And I believe he was slightly younger than me when he made the movie. I think he was like 26 or something is what I've heard. And you can see all the things that got him to the point that he is at today, and the legacy that he holds because of this movie being the thing that gave him the opportunities to really show, and he was, because it's like you end up making the biggest movie of the year and like one of the highest grossing movies out there at that time. Certainly it's gonna give you more money to be able to go down the line and be able to do what you want to do and really show off what you're capable of, which is what he got. And you see all the makings there. Like, I watched this movie for Halloween, and yet there's definitely, when it's like suspenseful and I'm waiting for the shark to come, I was very nail bitey. I'm like, who's gonna get killed, what's gonna happen? And it does all that very well, but at the same time it doesn't completely feel like a straight up horror movie. I mean, we can quibble about genre all you want, but at the same time, there's some things about it that it's like more action, and there's others like it's adventure. And like I said, you care about the characters, and being Spielberg, he's going to always want to do kind of a more human side to things rather than just focusing on like cheap terror or something. So all in all, this is a very good movie. It's a movie I would say I respect it, and I would definitely watch it again. But I probably respect it more than I'm like completely crazy about it, and that's just more about those things about kind of playing a shark up to be more than of a villain or more of a crazy entity than it really is. But just on the side of viewing this purely as entertainment, it's very good. And God, I talked about this quite a bit, but the cinematography is stunning in this movie, and I've come to expect that from his movies, but it's great what he was able to do early on. Even though there's some things that I'm like, I look at it and I go, this is a thing that was probably at the time passable, but he could do it better now. It's like the day for night. The day for night is a little not as like polished as it would be if he were doing it now, I'm sure. But like if you view new filmmaking techniques and where they were at and what they're going for, it's like, no, this was, everything here is like really solid and well done. And there's certain effects I would love to look more into this movie and know, like the shark blowing up in the water, and even just underwater shots in general. Like, I have an idea of how those are done in movies, but I want to know more about what the process was for this one, because they're so good, and they had different equipment then. And I mean, there were documentaries, I think, around that time, like Jacques Cousteau, whenever his I wish I could remember those years when some of those came out, but like good equipment for shooting underwater. But these have to be even kind of different because it has to show the ocean, but in kind of more of a glossy movie way rather than like a documentary where you're going to be like showing stuff off, but it's supposed to show some accuracy, whereas the movie, we need the shots to convey very specific plot things. If any of that makes sense to people, what I'm saying. So, I mean, I do have this on physical media, and it's ripped for VLC for me to actually play it since it's a Blu-ray. But I will definitely be looking more into any special features that it may have, because I am fascinated with how this would have been shot, like, especially on something as intimate as that small boat. Like, how you were able to direct and fit everything in and kind of convey that claustrophobia when the boat is breaking down and they're crammed in there trying to, like, move away from it and not get sucked into the shark's mouth, but at the same time have all the filming equipment in there and being able to direct all that, and as the boat's falling apart, like how all that was choreographed. I'd be very interested in knowing. But I really liked the trio of Quint and Hooper and Chief. I think it was 3 different personalities that played off of it well, that played off of each other well. You definitely have a lot of sympathy for the Chief. Like, he's just always trying to do what's best for the community, without quite knowing what he's going in for, because he's never had to deal with something like that, and he doesn't like being anywhere near the water, so it's a huge fear for him. And then Hooper, who is very smart about sharks, and he knows to an even greater extent what the severity is, because he knows what kind of shark they're dealing with, and that could be not just something that a bunch of town folk can go out and grab on a quick boating trip where they're all drinking. And then you've got Quint, who he's very confident in what he can do. He's got kind of a vendetta against sharks because apparently a bunch of them killed all his compadres. That's not the word. I'm tired. But, you know, all the fellow people who were down there on the Indianapolis with him. So he's got a vendetta, and he's very confident and competent, but at the same time, he's not completely willing to listen to Hooper when he's letting him know that, you know, it's a great white, and this one's really tough. And it felt like to some degree there's a little bit of hubris there, like in Moby Dick, and maybe he can't get this white whale, this porker. But, I mean, the movie's not really about, like, us preserving nature, so it's not exactly a one-to-one parallel there, but in the end, I do think part of the reason he was the one who ended up going was because of that overconfidence he portrayed at times, but at the same time, I could kind of see him being thought of as sort of that, the one who gave himself for the cause, because he volunteered himself to do it. It's like, I'll get that shark. That's what you need to do. You need to go out and kill it. And he was willing to put himself out there, and he knew how dangerous it could be. He was willing to get his hands dirty. He wasn't unaware of how dangerous it was, or just played it off like it was a game. But in the end, he had to die so the Chief could be able to shoot it, because, well, I mean, the Chief's clearly the main character that we're following, so he's not going to be the one to die. But he gave himself for the cause, so he's sort of like that Christ-like figure we talk about in cinema, so. All in all, this was a really great film. I enjoyed it immensely. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than this is a classic, and I can see why. Definitely be something I watch again sometime, for sure. Maybe during summer, right before I go to a beach or something. Get myself nice and scared. But all for, like, Spielberg's 3rd feature-length movie, and one was a TV movie, then his first one, and then this one. Fantastic. I can see why it launched the career of one of the greatest filmmakers ever, and this was already a stupendous film early on. And the shark was cute, and I hear, from what I understand, it was a huge pain in the ass as well. It was a huge pain in the ass as well. It didn't cooperate and do what they needed it to do, especially working with it in water. Sounds like it was a giant labor to get through shooting those scenes with the shark, but hey, you gotta get through it so down the line you get some of those Jurassic Park bucks and make even greater animatronics, and CGI does help for some things. But anyway, until next time when I do another TV show reaction, or stick around for my next Halloween 2024 reaction. But until then, I'm Madam Marm. See ya.